Hello friends. So today we'll discuss one thing that how to access S3 bucket object from internet. So today this is our agenda. So before going into deep dive from of S3 bucket, let us first understand what is bucket. Okay. So in our day-to-day life, how we are doing is suppose suppose this is our bucket, right? Just a second. Yeah. So suppose this is our bucket, right? And what we will do inside the bucket? So inside the bucket, we people keep some goods or some those kind of things, right? So this is the use of bucket, right? So same way, AWS, right? AWS. So AWS is also providing one service that is called S3 bucket. Okay, S3 bucket, bucket, right? So S3 bucket. So S3 stands for mainly simple storage service, right? So inside the S3 bucket, what we can do is inside the S3 bucket we can put some data, right? So it might be our PDF file, or it might be the JPG file, or MP3 file, or MP4 file, whatever data, right? So in real time also, whatever data we can put inside the S3 bucket. So those are called as object, right? So now what we can do, now we need to understand how we can access those objects from S3 bucket through internet, right? Then before going into deep dive, let us understand what is the use of S3 bucket. Okay, so we can use S3 bucket to store and retrieve any amount of data at any point of time from anywhere, right? And to get most out of Amazon S3, we need to understand few simple concepts. Those concepts will be like Amazon S3 stores data as object inside the bucket, as I already told you, right? Then now we need to understand what is SCL. So an S3 SCL is a sub resource that is attached to every S3 bucket and object, okay, to define which AWS account or which group are granted to access the a type of the access, we can say, right? So of let me tell you let me explain you. Okay, so for example, this is our bucket. Okay, this is our S3 bucket. So inside this S3 bucket we have kept, right, we have kept some MP3. For example, this is our JPG file, this is our PDF file. Okay, so in real time, what always it is recommended that this S3 bucket. Okay, so this S3 bucket, it will it we should always keep this as private. Okay, here we should always keep the S3 bucket as private. But when we will create the S3 bucket as private, inside the S3 bucket, those objects automatically they will be created as private. For this JPG, PDF, MP3, all these objects will be private. But sometime like end user, right? So end user need to download, right? This MP3 file or JPG file or PDF file. Okay, so they want to download, but they can't download. Why? Because the private, because the objects are we have created them as private. So they can't download. I'll show you. I'll demonstrate you how these things are happening. Okay, so before that, let me explain you. Once I'll explain you, then you can understand easily. Okay, so now if you want to download all these private bucket objects through internet, then you can't download. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to give some ACL permission to these objects, okay, to these objects, then only we can download them through the browser, like, right? So for example, let me show you. This is the cloud provider, okay? So this is cloud provider, okay? So here, which cloud provider we are using? Here we are using AWS cloud provider. So in AWS cloud provider, there is lots of resources, we can say it is there, like EC2 or S3 bucket, S3 bucket, all lambda function, all these are called like AWS resources, okay? So here inside this S3 bucket, what we will do is, inside this S3 bucket we will create one S3 bucket, we will give the name, and inside that S3 bucket we will keep our object, then we want to download them, okay? So this is the scenario. So here we people are there, right? For example, here we are the like end user, okay? Here we are the end user. So now this is our system in the sense this is our computer, okay? So now, so here this end user want to download this mp3 file, okay, this mp3 file. But when the developer will develop the code and they will push those codes and they will push all these data which they want to make private, then here inside the S3 bucket they will keep, and they will keep them as private object, okay? Now, but this mp3 also, it by default it will be created as private, but by the help of ACL we will make it as down, we will make it as down, it will be download through the internet. So what end user will do, end user will request here, end user will request that he want to download this mp3 bucket. So this request will go from here to internet, right? So here let us give the, here this is the internet. Hey internet, I want to download this mp3 song, this is my favorite song, right? So what it will do, it will go to this first it will go to, first it will search where this mp3 is located. So it will found that, okay, so this mp3 locate is, it is in AWS cloud, okay, then it will go to AWS cloud, then it will go that, and it will see this mp3 is in S3 bucket, then this it will search which mp3, this mp3, okay? So this what it will do, it will take, it will copy this, and from this we can download to our local system. So this is the scenario, okay? So now I'll show you how to do, okay, through I can say this is our like how we can download it, okay, and how we can configure these things. I'll show you, okay? Now, so as I have already mentioned all these things, now let us do the practical, okay? So first I have already logged into the AWS console. So this is my AWS console. Inside the AWS console, I have already told you, right? In AWS there is lots of services are available, like AWS, like S3, EC2, CloudTrail, all these services are available. So here now we are going to understand the S3 concept, right? So here if you go inside the service, you will find it S3, okay? So here I have already inside that Amazon S3, then here let us create the bucket, right? As I have already told you, so I have clicked on create, okay? So here, which region you want to create, okay? So here I want to create, for example, in US East Ohio, that is US East 2, okay? So so here I want to create this bucket, but always remember, wherever you want, you can create it. But always remember next thing, bucket name. So bucket name must be unique. Okay, so don't think that this is my AWS account, this is my S3 bucket, and this bucket name whatever I want to give it will take. Okay, but AWS has some limitation, I can say, right? And that limitation is here, it is already mentioned. Bucket name must be unique within the global namespace. So what is the namespace? Okay, so when I'll explain you regarding the Kubernetes, then I'll explain you more on namespace. So here just I am telling you, for example, let me show you. For example, this is one namespace. Okay, this is one namespace, this is another namespace. So here inside this namespace, suppose we are creating some in Kubernetes we are creating some pod, some deployment. Okay, some kind of we can say as SVC, all these things here we are creating inside one namespace. In another namespace we are creating same or other services also, like pod deployment, SVC or whatever. Just I'm just giving you more just overview of namespace. Okay, so inside the namespace, here if I have created one pod name as Grafana, for example. Okay, I'll make you understand also what is Grafana. I'll give you all these details. Okay, so whatever pod name we have given here in inside the namespace, here I have created one pod as Grafana. Next time when I want to create say another pod as Grafana, okay, it won't be created because it is already that that Grafana pod is already created, so it will not create next time. Okay, inside this namespace, but inside another namespace it will definitely create, because inside this namespace there is no pod as Grafana, that's why it will create. So here what is the namespace? Okay, namespace will give you some kind of I can say separation. Okay, some kind of separation from another namespace. Okay, but in S3 bucket, what it has already mentioned, global namespace, right? So global namespace means here this is our globe, right? For example, this is our globe. So and in AWS this globe they have taken as one namespace. Okay, one namespace, right? So inside one namespace, can we create same name of another pod? Like for example, I'm telling pod. Okay, so for example here I have created as pod as Grafana. Okay, so here can I create another pod as Grafana? No, because this is same namespace, and AWS S3 bucket is global namespace, right? So here we can't create same. Okay, so same way here also inside the bucket we can't create. Okay, so I'll show you. Okay, for example, let me create one generic name, I can say. Okay, photo, because this name lots of people are using, photo. Okay, let me also create the same name as photo. Okay, then object ownership. Okay, so here I have already told you, right? I'll will give the ownership permission. Okay, so here ACL, for example, here ACL is disabled. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, what is ACL? When ACL will be disabled, what is the outcome? So all objects inside the buckets are owned by this account. That means I'll show you. Okay, so for example, this is my AWS account, this is my AWS account. Okay, AWS account. Okay, so inside this I have one S3 bucket. I have one S3 bucket. and inside this S3 bucket I have created one I have uploaded an object. Okay, for example, this is my jpg file. Okay, and this object is owned by mine. This object is owned by mine. Okay, so what we'll do is I can only download this jpg file. Okay, so here I can only download it. How I can download? If I'll do like aws configure, I'll tell you also later part what is aws configure. In aws configure I need to give the access key, access key, and secret access key, then the region name, then I can download it. Okay, but I can't download this private S3 bucket from internet. Like from internet means other people. For example, my friend here, my friend Jyoti is there. Okay, for example, my friend Jyoti is there. He wants to download. Hey, I want to download this JPG file, but he cannot download because he does not have the permission, right? So here by the help of ACL, we will give the permission that other people can also download. Not only Jyoti, there is another my friend here, for example, Biru bhai. Okay, so for example, he also wants to download. So when I will give the permission, they both can download. Okay, okay. I think you understand. Okay, if you have any doubt, just give some comments in the comment section so that I can explain more. Okay, so here this is, you understand, right? This is now we have just disabled it. Okay, later part we will enable it, then I will demonstrate. Okay, so here block all public access. Okay, as I have already told you, I have blocked this public access. Okay, so when I explain you like a S3 bucket in details, then I'll explain you what is versioning, what is the use of versioning. Okay, I'm just telling you one thing, like what is the use of versioning. Okay, so if you upload one object. Okay, so if you upload one object inside the S3 bucket, for example, this is the file, so this is the Python file. Okay, just for example, test.py. Okay, test.py. I have written 3 line of code. Okay, then what I will do is I have written couple of line of code. Then I have again post it to here with the same name. Okay, test.py. So now what it will do is it will create another version. Like for example, here 1.0. It has created version 1.0. Then it will create version 1.1. Okay, so now what is the benefit of versioning? So benefit of versioning is, if this is not the scenario, but I'm explaining, if anyone has deleted. Okay, so in DevOps, like we are not handling, or we are not taking care of any project alone, right? So there is our also a couple of members. Okay, so here a couple of members also, I can say those are like teammates, right? For example, this is me, this is my Biru. Okay, Biru bhai here, this is Jyoti. They all are, for example, my colleagues. Okay, here also my another colleague Somnath, my dada. Okay, so NATH. Okay, so what they will do? Okay, so for example, I have uploaded this file by like by mistake. This Biru bhai, he has deleted this test.py. Then it will be the problem. It will be the problem for everyone, right, inside the project. So if you have enabled this bucket versioning, then what it will do is it will we can retry those objects. Okay, those objects, this test.py, if you have enabled it. Okay, I'll explain you later in more. Okay, so here let me just disable it. Okay, Okay, let me enable it. I'll show you. Okay, this tag, you know tag, right? So tag is nothing but like key and value pair. So whatever, you can give the name as photo. Okay, just I'm giving you. Okay, photo, then another name. Oh, sorry, here I have removed, right? Okay. Just not okay, environment will give. Okay, for example, environment, which environment? For example, dev environment. Okay, add tag. Okay, that's it. Then I'll go, and these things I'll explain later. Create bucket, it will throw the error. So what is the error? Error is, I told you, right? Bucket, the same name is already exist. Then let me give another name, bucket, random name I will give. Okay, test dev 1985. Okay, random name. I hope it has not created by this name. Okay, so let me create. I think, yeah, now it is created. Okay, now what I will do, as I have already told, now I will upload. Okay, I'll upload one object to that bucket. Okay, so this is the bucket, this is my bucket. Okay, so here I will upload. How to upload? First of all, you need to go to Amazon S3. Inside the bucket, you need to click on the bucket name, then there will be the option of upload. Okay, so you can click on upload. Okay, so here add file. For example, here I am adding one file. Okay, so here let me go inside this. This is the JPG file, photo. Okay, this one I have added here. Okay, this is the JPG image file. Okay, this is I have added. Then sorry, not I have added. Yeah, sorry, I have added here. Then I need to upload it. Okay, just click on upload, then it will be uploaded. See, here it is showing you the details. Okay, total remaining one file, how it is uploading, 4%, this percent, all this percentage it will show. Okay, and this will show the transfer rate also that it was showing. Okay, so here you will see the upload succeeded. Okay, then you can close it. Then now what I will do is, like, other people can wants to download through internet. Okay, so now what they will do, they just I need to give them the URL of this object. Okay, so here copy the URL, then I'll give them. Okay, I'll just paste the URL. Okay, I think you people can't see the URL things. Okay, okay, let me open another tab. New cognito. I'll to open. Okay, fine. So here I just paste it. Okay, here I have pasted the URL, then it will, yeah, see what is the error. So error, it is showing that access denied, right? What is the code? Access denied code message is also showing access denied. That means other people they can't download through the internet, as I have already shown you here, right? So here this is the end user. When they wants to download it, they are unable to download it, right? But as I have already told you earlier, that I can download it, right? Because I am the owner of this S3 bucket, right? So here if I'll click on download, here it is already downloaded. Okay, see, here it is downloaded. So what is, now I want to see it. Okay, so here this is the, as I am as I am as I am the owner, I can download, but other people they can't download. So now we'll give the permission how they want to, how they can download it. Okay, so Here there is, as I have already told you, there is something called concept called ACL. So here I have already selected this. If you go to action, then there is make public using ACL. Okay, so these things it is already like we cannot. If we create a click also, this is disabled. Okay, so first of all we need to make it enable. So how to make it enable? Okay, so here we need to go to that S3 bucket. Here just a second. Yes, this is, I am already inside that S3 bucket. Sorry. Okay, I need to go to permission. I think no, sorry. Here I need to go to, okay, so inside the S3 bucket you need to go to the specific S3 bucket and you can click on S3 bucket object which you want to make it as public, okay, through SCL. Then there is something called permission, right? So here in the permission, this is here, you can see it, right? This bucket has the bucket owner enforcing setting applied for object ownership. That means here we want to enforce, here we want to enforce this object ownership. Okay, so here you can see only the object owner, your AWS account, can only access. That means read access, read and write. But everyone, they don't have the object, neither they have the object access nor they have the object ACL access, nothing, they don't have any access. So if you want to give the access, you need to give the bucket owners enforcement, then ACL enable, right? You remember that time when I was creating AWS S3 bucket, that time it was this object ownership, it was there, and I have I have just make you understand all this concept. I have disabled it. Okay, so now I have enabled it. Okay, now I acknowledged. Okay, then save the changes. Okay, successfully object edited. Okay, now so okay, now if I'll go to object, if I'll click on object, then click on action, then see, now it is available, now it is available to make public. Okay, so what I did, I just went to inside the S3 bucket, I click on specific S3 bucket which I want to which I have uploaded that JPG file, this one. Okay, so here inside that S3 bucket, which object I want to make public, I just selected that, I just went to action. Here there is the option called making public using SCL. Okay, I just click on that, making public, this one. Then here this is the make public. Okay, I made it. Okay, some error. Okay, okay, so there was the error. So why it was the error is inside this okay, so when I have created the S3 bucket, here I have not I did not uncheck this. Okay, so we need to uncheck this. Okay, so I need to just save it. Here I need to type confirm CONFIRM. Okay, confirm, then it is confirmed. Okay, so here if I go to bucket, what is my bucket? Okay, public. Okay, so here this is the bucket. So here I'll go to bucket. Here I'll go to permission. Inside the permission, oh okay, no, not inside the permission. I think if we'll go to object, here we need to select the object. Just make it small. Okay, so here I have selected the objects and go to action and go to make public using SCL. Okay, so now make it public. Okay, now it is made at public. Okay, so now what I'll do, I'll give this object URL to other people so that they can download. Okay, I have copied the URL. I'll go to this. Okay, earlier it was throwing the error, right, that permission denied. Now let me just paste it and enter. I hope it will download. Yes, it is there. Now it is there, right? So now you can understand, right, what is the use of this SCL things over the S3 bucket. Okay, and thank you all people for your time. So if you have any doubt, just give the comment inside. Okay, so that I can rectify. And please suggest if you need more and more tutorial, and if you want to understand more on DevOps, or if you have any query, anything okay related to DevOps, you can mention inside the comment, so that I will choose one by one, and I'll definitely reply all of you people. And thank you all of you. Thank you for your time.